Hello, everybody. How we doing?
Happy Tuesday.
And happy post-Super Bowl day. And we are your hosts, Amanda and Tiffany. Another episode of Lake to Lake Girls. On tap today, we have budgeting.
Living large.
Budgeting.
On a small budget.
Yeah. I'm super excited about this because, well, Tiffany's going to have to learn. Pretty quick here. Pretty quick here. Taking a big step in my life. And you're going to have to learn pretty quick, too, because with what you're doing,
I
you're
know,
gonna
I have
to be
a
like,
big
hey.
thing to save up for. Yeah. So.
You're going on a nice little vacay, and, you know, that's going to strap money a little bit. But we want to talk about saving and living large in a small way, like Amanda said. I love that, by the way. Love that. That'll be the title.
All right, we'll have to remember that.
We never remember.
Let's see if
This
we
is
can
too
remember
early.
it. I know.
It's too early.
Maybe I'll write it on my phone.
But Amanda's got a big trip coming up, and that it's not small in matter, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm super happy for her. Post-birthday. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. My
2
birthday
days
was
late.
Sunday.
Which actually turns out to be more awesome than the most widely celebrated day in the entire world is Super Bowl day, because that was the worst game I've ever seen in my entire life. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but it was like in the other room, so like I heard
You didn't miss anything.
some of it. Yeah, that's what I heard.
It was awful.
Yeah.
But I also am taking a big step in my life, and budgeting and, you know, being creative with my money is going to come in handy. You know, boyfriend and I are taking the next step in our relationship. We're moving in together in a couple months. And yeah. So that means we're bringing everything together, and everything that I've known for, you know, this long, living on my own. And splitting rent 3 ways and all the bills 3 ways with the roommates that I have. We're going to have to consolidate that a little bit. Because it's just going to be between 2 people, and he's going to be on a limited income because he has an opportunity presented to him, and it's an opportunity
that's
going to
take him
never.
Yeah, to the next step, though. So it's only temporary, but
it's only
still.
temporary. But for about the next 8 to 10 months, we will have to live moderately, but still maintain that sense of happiness, because, I mean, we talked about it. Are we going to be happy not being able to go out and doing all these things that
like on a whim?
Yeah, on a whim that we do now. And I was like, well, I'm pretty much happy, and I don't need to do anything. I can cuddle on a couch and eat popcorn and watch a movie and be
Netflix.
satisfied. Yeah.
Oh my god, my favorite activity to do by myself right now. It sounds weird by myself, but it's to watch Vampire Diaries and like eat dinner while I'm watching it, which is a terrible habit. Actually, you shouldn't eat in front of a screen, but I do. But
we all
I don't
do.
know. It's like so soothing.
That's one of the most decreased thing in the United States is a sit down dinner at a dining room table. That's the most.
Did you eat, like growing up? I'm getting a little off topic, but growing up, did you eat together as a family, or did you guys just kind of like were you so busy where you like ate when you can, or like
when I was really young? We were all at the dinner table. You know, my dad always worked late because he was a car salesman at the time. So, you know, when he was there, it was great. But Sundays were always, you know, dinner day. Like family time. But for the majority of the time, we had my 2 siblings and I, with my mom, were at the table. Dinner was like, we had to set the table, one of our chores. And we used to fight, "Oh, it's your turn. Oh, it's your turn." We used to hate it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
And it literally takes like 3 minutes to do it.
But we're just like stopping it. Oh my god, this is the end of the world. Don't even get me started on doing dishes.
Do this? Oh, yeah.
It's your turn to wash. No, it's your turn to wash. Everyone hated washing. Everyone wanted to rinse and dry. Oh my gosh, we used to get in so much trouble. That was like the #1 reason why we would get grounded, because we used to fight about those silly little things. Looking back, you're like, oh, I wish that was my biggest problem right now.
Yeah. Right. I know, growing up, we always ate as a family, too.
Yeah. And you have a big family, so that would be so fun.
Yeah, well, actually, most of them were out of the house, though, by the time they were all out of the house by the time I was 13, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So it would be just you and your mom and your dad.
Yeah. But, like, when I was really little and there were more people in the house, we have to, like, at the end, we had to ask, may I please be excused? Like, you couldn't get up, and leave. You had to ask. You had to be excused.
And you couldn't leave unless everything on your plate was gone. That was a rule in our house. See, my family
wasn't like that. My mom was very much of the idea of where...
You eat what you want?
You eat what... Yeah. Like, she wasn't... Like, she wouldn't make you a different meal. Like, you ate what was put in front of you or you didn't eat, but she didn't, like...
Make you eat all of it.
Yeah, she didn't force you to eat it all.
Oh, my word. I used to get so creative with how I could hide my food. You have no idea. Yeah. And it still to this day makes me gag and it makes me feel sick to my stomach, and I feel like my mom did it on purpose, but it was in a funny way. When she was mad at me, like I'm grounded, she would make homemade macaroni and cheese. Okay. The thing about homemade macaroni and cheese is like on the top it would like be all crusty cheese and hard cheese.
Yeah, it's like crusted up. You didn't like that?
It made me gag.
Really? Like, it's like the best part.
And it still does. Like, I don't know, the texture, it just freaks me out. And it freaks my taste buds out. And I just...
That's funny.
I can't. But no, we would have to sit and eat and finish everything that was on our plate before we could get up and do anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was, like, strict about it.
Yeah.
Hours, I can remember, sitting at a table.
Gosh.
And then, you know, progressively I would start... Like, I would eat everything underneath it and then take the hard parts and shove them in my cheeks and then go spit them out somewhere.
Oh, my God.
I would take it, put it in my napkin, and smush it underneath my plate. And, you know, every time she would figure out what I was doing, I would try something new. And, like, other times I'd stuff it in my pocket, stuff it in my pants, and go take it out and flush it down the toilet.
That is hilarious.
I got creative with how to get rid of food that I didn't want.
Yeah.
Or, like, if she thought, like, you need to eat this much. Oh, my God, it's too much. I can't eat anymore. She would just, you know, just, like, pile it on your plate, it seemed like, and it would take forever, and you're excited you want to go play or something. Oh my God, it's taking forever. No, you didn't have to hide it somewhere, stuff it down somewhere. We didn't have any dogs, so you couldn't be like sneaking into the dog. Oh, it became a thing.
I'm just saying, this is very involved. All right, bringing it back around to what we were talking about.
So, talking about saving money. And we got on our rant.
Tangent.
Yes. Not unlike us anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. So we're easy to please is what we're trying to say.
Just talking about being sneaky as children, no big deal. So yeah, Amanda has to budget and I have to budget right now because we do have expenditures coming up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had an unforeseen expenditure come up. I had to replace my tires.
And that's a good thing, too. And that cost hundreds of dollars. You know, and that's a good thing, too, that even if you don't have, like, a big life event or a big trip coming up, you really should have some cushion.
Like a little something to fall back on, just in case.
Exactly. It's not a matter of when, it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You know, something might break down with a car, you know, or depending, like, if you have a house, like your furnace, you know, heaven forbid, in, like, this weather, but, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
So.
And at the drop of a hat.
Exactly.
And for me, they seem to happen in threes.
It does. Why is that? Like, everything...
See? Thank you.
When it rains, it pours.
I'm not crazy.
It really does.
I knew it.
I know what you mean. That's how December was for me. Like, financially, like, it just...
January.
Shit just hit the fan, and it was like...
The world is ending!
Like, boggled my mind. I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah. January was like that for me. I had the tire thing. Milo's, my dog had to get his teeth pulled. Like, he had baby teeth that didn't fall out, and they were, like, rotting and causing his awful breath. And I'm thinking, I'm going to get his teeth cleaned. That's not going to cost a lot. No, they, like, took out 10 teeth and $250 flat rate. Then they added for every tooth, like, almost $400 later. So that's $1,000 between two things. $1,000.
Not planned.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about different ways and in different areas of your life where you can cut back. And maybe we can talk a little bit about, too, like, distinguishing between, like, want and need.
And also how you can possibly... you know, cut back and not spend as much, but still do things.
Yeah.
Because I think that's important.
Yeah, you don't have to spend money, or you can spend minimal money and still have fun.
And still have a good time.
At the same time.
Yeah. What do we want to start?
We start with shopping. Yeah.
Shopping, grocery shopping.
We can do both.
Okay.
Like retail and groceries.
Okay.
I always, let's start with groceries. You should always make a list. Like, plan your meals out. Yeah.
And don't go hungry.
Yeah, don't go hungry. For me, personally, I also find if I go when it's really busy, I feel like kind of like hurried, and I feel like if there's more people there, I'm like, oh, I gotta get like the good stuff before someone else grabs it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So personally, I like to go when it's less busy. Like if I went like to Wegmans tonight, it'd probably be perfect. There's probably no one there.
Right now,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
don't go Sunday afternoon. It's like, or Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, because it's payday.
Really busy. Yeah, exactly.
Paytime.
Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I have noticed around here, super busy times.
Not a good idea to go. Or
Yeah.
laundromats, for that matter.
Yeah.
Mondays I feel like are good days for me.
Yeah,
when I
Monday,
go.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I think are probably like in the evenings, probably like prime time to go. So
When I went out and like I had a list, but when I didn't go once a week grocery shopping, because that adds up way quicker than when I go, I make a list and I make like an assault
yeah.
on the grocery store. Like I'm getting for the month, and then
Holy crap! Wow.
I'm thinking meat and vegetables. Yeah, that's a
Weekly thing.
weekly thing. But the big like the
Like
things
toilet paper. Yeah.
and
Towels.
peanut butter, stuff like that, and like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
the
like
things that
pantry
are
things.
planning like tacos, and you get the little packages, and that all I put on a list, and I get coupons.
Yes.
I'm a coupon.
So yeah, make a list and then go through your Sunday coupons. Like it's totally worth it to buy the paper for was it like $1.50, I think?
$1.50.
Yeah.
Or $1.75.
You know, you can and you know what I actually use coupons more for than like food is like shampoo, deodorant, razors.
My
'Cause
razors,
that adds up.
godsend.
Yeah.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
I don't know.
By the
And
way,
actually, I have so here's like the first like tip of the day, is for like shaving cream, razors, buy the male or like gender neutral sort of like hygiene items. Like I always buy it's like $1.19 or $1.20. I can't remember shaving cream.
oh yeah,
Because you get a lot. And who cares? I'm gonna put lotion on afterwards anyways.
it's not gonna smell.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a dude.
And because women's hygiene products are so much more expensive than men's.
Because we like to be cleaner.
It's
What the frick?
I mean, they both work the same though, because like compare like shaving cream. You have like you pay more for the packaging, and it's like scented, and I feel like you don't even get as much, but you're paying like $2 more for the same exact thing, and you're probably getting less.
And razors, if you put those side by side.
Oh yeah. Like for me, like I personally have to get a good razor.
I have a good razor.
You know what I mean? I love the Venus ones.
I have a not Chic. It's the one. It's the charger. Not the charger. What the hell am I talking about? I'm on crack right now. It's got like a handle, and it has
Does it have like the thing that goes
that
around
sticks
it?
into
yeah,
it.
I think that is Chic.
Is that Chic?
I think so.
Yeah, it has like the but I've noticed that it lasts me like 2-3 weeks. One little canister, and it's $8 for 3.
Yeah. So like, but so try to find coupons for stuff like that.
Yep.
But for stuff like, I don't know, like just things where it really doesn't matter. You're really just buying the marketing that they're selling you.
Exactly.
You're not really getting a better product.
You're buying the shebang.
Yeah. So, so use coupons. You know what I find with coupons, though, you have to be careful, is don't buy something just because you have a coupon.
Oh, yeah.
That
oh,
could
my
be-
God, I could totally use that one day. 2 years later, still have it. What am I going to do?
Yeah, or, make sure the coupon is for what you actually need. I find a lot of coupons now, which is kind of frustrating. They're like, oh, you save $1 or $2 on 2 of these items. I'm like, but I only want 1. I don't need 2.
I do that,
This isn't
too.
saving me any money by buying 2. I just need 1.
Yeah. I have to
know?
agree. It happens a lot, especially groceries. Groceries, that happens a lot. Buy 3, get 1 free.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. But that's because they're trying to get rid of that item.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to kind of like...
You gotta outthink them.
You have to do like sort of a cost-benefit analysis. You're like, all right, yes, I'll save $2 if I buy 2 boxes of tampons, for example. But I don't need 2 boxes right now. I just need 1. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but for for other people, it might be worth it. So yeah, take advantage of coupons.
It just depends on how far you're planning in advance, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't have the money, don't spend it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a big tip. If you don't have the money, it's probably not a good idea to go shopping.
Yeah. Try to because sometimes groceries can get so expensive
Really
without
expensive,
even
especially if you're trying to
realizing
be healthy.
Oh yeah.
Which is a problem.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm gonna pick up some coconut oil. That's like $10. You know what I mean? And then you say you get 4 other $10 items. You just spend $50 and you get 5 things. Mm-hmm. So shop at Aldi's actually.
I love Aldi's.
I hear they have some really good bargains.
I don't really do like the vegetables there or anything like that, but I do like the box things like cereal, crackers, like the little meals like that. Oh my god, and such a good deal. Yeah,
Aldi's actually. You've heard of Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have one around here. Oh, I wish we had Trader Joe's so bad. No offense, Wegmans, I love you, but Trader Joe's gives you some stiff competition. They are actually owned by the same company. They're owned by Aldi's.
Are they really?
Yeah. Huh. And Trader Joe's is pretty inexpensive, too. And it's, like, all organic and, like, really good. And I wish we had one. There's one in Rochester.
Oh, so it's quite the hike if you want to
But I'm not going to go to Rochester to go grocery shopping.
Yeah, no.
It's not
That's
worth it.
not really worth the money.
Yeah. But, anyways. So, yeah, don't sort of, like, turn your nose up at, like, discounted places like Aldi's, because you can actually find some really good quality stuff there, And I know sometimes it can be kind of hit or miss, but, I think it's worth checking out.
It's always worth checking out.
Yeah.
Just because you never know in the long run what it's going to save you.
Exactly.
And unless you're a snooty fruity when you comes to your food. Oh my god, it's not Wegmans brand. Yeah. You can't be a brand snob.
No. Oh, that's another good point, too. Buy generic.
Yeah,
buy generic brands.
Buy Tops brand, buy Walmart brand, buy Aldi brand.
Yeah, and if you're like skeptical, like all food, all like products like that have to list ingredients.
Compare and contrast ingredients.
Yeah, look at them. Most of the time, it's the exact same thing. And I have learned too that also a lot of generic brands are actually the same exact product, but with just a different label.
Packaging.
Yeah.
Case in point, I eat protein bars. Mm-hmm. I switch it up, but I got the K word. The K, what is it?
Keratin? No, not keratin.
No, it's the cereal.
Special K?
Special K, protein, strawberry bars. Got them the brand. Okay. Same package at Aldi. Took them out of the package, different packaging. Took them out of those packaging. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah, it's probably the same exact food, just in a different package.
$4 difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And actually, Wegmans, they're really good at developing and making their own generic brand, like really good quality.
Yes.
So you're paying less and you're getting maybe even better quality sometimes, depending on the store.
I agree.
So I think it's totally worth it to buy store brand a lot of the time.
I prefer it, actually.
Yeah.
I prefer buying store brand, especially Wegmans. If they're fresh meats, oh yeah. In a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
In a heartbeat. Another big way to save money while we're talking about food is limit the amount of times you go out.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah. Do you want to, okay, so do you have anything else to add to groceries? Do you want to jump to shopping or entertainment? Like retail shopping, I mean.
Oh, whatever you want.
Okay. Well, let's do entertainment. We'll go back to retail because I have some good tips for that too, since we're on it.
I like it.
Yeah, I would just say you don't have to eat out. Like you don't have to eliminate eating out, but go out like once or twice
a month.
Or maybe like every other week or like once a week. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like don't, especially like bring your lunches
to work.
100%. Yeah.
Because if you really add it up, like you go get I mean, it's great to eat local. Don't get me wrong. I love me some downtown deli.
Yeah.
I love it there. I love the chicken parm sandwich. It's delicious, but it adds up. Like, when me and Marty go, we get two. He gets a wrap, I get a sub, and we each get a drink. It's like $20. Mm-hmm. It adds up. Like,
it
$20 adds up. You go there once a week. That's
$20 for the two of you, or
$20 for two of us.
Okay.
It's $80 for if you go there once a week, and that is my cell phone payment.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Like, that's how you can add it up.
It's like 2 gallons of, or 2 gallons, oh my God. 2 tanks of gas.
That's more than 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah.
That's less than 2 tanks, I meant.
Yeah.
Because I take like $60 to fill my tank because I have a big old
I would say you probably have a
SUV.
big one, yeah.
My monster out there is ridiculous. But that's also another way, if you think about it, your car.
Yeah.
Getting a car that has good MPG, but continuing on eating out.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's what you have to do. Like, really write it out. Like, I go to, say you do go to downtown deli 4 times in a month, and it's like $20 a pop, $80. Equate that to something that you can physically pay, and
you might not even realize how much you're doing or how much money you are in reality spending on it.
Yeah.
You know? There's this place in Ithaca that Jared and I like to go, Saigon Kitchen, and oh my God, it is like, they have the best Vietnamese food. Ever. So good, and they're pretty cheap for Ithaca. Like, you can get a good meal for $10.
Oh, really?
Per person. So we like to go there a lot. But there's a lot of other restaurants that are really nice as well, but they're a lot more expensive. You know, it's like you're starting at $15 for an entree. And I'm like, I don't... I'm like, I'm too cheap to pay that much for food.
Really? And, especially, like, later on in life, maybe you can not worry about it, or maybe there's once in a while, if you're saving up for it, you're putting money away for it, you can do that big dinner night out thing.
Yeah.
But that's if you plan for it. It's not something that you can just do on a whim.
It. Yeah. Or just because you don't feel like cooking.
Yeah. Limited to amount of, and you're going to be healthier too, because you're going to be making your food. You're not eating fast food. It's not junk.
Yeah.
You're not eating all the bad stuff that is in these meals when you go out, because granted, like, they make them taste good for a reason.
Yeah, it tastes good because there's a ton of sodium and fat and sugar even in it, you know. Another good, like, maybe the second tip of the night is don't get alcohol when you go out to eat. Say you do go to, like, a kind of nicer place.
$6 for a drink.
Yeah, you're paying at least $6 for a glass of wine.
Water, please.
And you're like, wow, that's like half a bottle of wine.
Depending on how cheap a bottle of wine you get, and it could be a whole bottle of wine.
You know, exactly. So don't, just get water, because it's free.
Water is free.
Don't get alcohol.
I get coffee, usually. But that's usually like $1.50.
You drink coffee? Like, I don't think I could, like, with a meal.
At dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Oh, God, I don't think I could do that.
I have a problem.
Yeah. Well, we could even talk about that, too. Like, a lot of people like to buy their coffee daily.
In the morning?
Make it.
Think about, ready? I allow myself maybe 1 or 2 bought Dunkin' Donuts, because Dunkin' Donuts, it's my place.
Yeah. They know me there.
But a large cost me, depending on Seneca Falls or like the Seneca Falls Waterloo store or Geneva. Even in Canandaigua was even cheaper when I was there today. Between $1.55 and $1.63
for a medium.
For a large.
For a large, okay, yeah.
And
that's just like black coffee, right?
Is it $2? Hazelnut cream and sugar.
Oh, okay. I feel like it's like 2 something.
It's $2.63.
Yeah,
it's between $2.50 and $2.63. So you get that every day.
Every single day. It's like
$20.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
Again, there's $80.
Yeah.
That could go towards your electric bill.
Crazy. Yeah. And you can make it, like, for some people. Now, we're not saying you have to, like, give up everything.
No.
But, like, budget for it. Like, when you don't pay, at least start tracking what you're spending so you are cognizant. It's like tracking your money is like tracking calories. You have to be aware of what you're taking in order to, like, refine it. You know what I mean?
Ignorance isn't bliss. Know what you have in the account, in your account, or in your possession, and really spend within your means.
Yeah.
Because that's where credit card debt comes in.
Yeah. Credit cards are kind of the devil.
They are the devil.
They are the devil. They're
evil.
I hate how financial people are always like, oh, you know, it's the easiest way to like build credit. It is, but it's also the easiest way to like rack up debt really
and
quickly.
ruin your credit too.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah. But I kind of want to jump back to the entertainment
yes,
first.
keep going.
I have one more thing. Like going out to movies. Maybe like wait till it comes out on. I mean, if it's a movie like you really, really want to see, like splurge once in a while, or go to a matinee.
Ooh, matinee films are awesome.
You know, they're always cheaper.
If you're wanting to do a date night, matinees are a good idea.
Yeah, you know, and that way, like, I am such an old person. Like, if a movie starts after, like, 9, I'm like, I'm probably going to fall asleep. You know what I mean? So then you can feel like, when you go to a matinee, you feel like you can actually do something afterwards. Like, you have the rest of the day, and it's cheaper, and I don't know, I like them. Or even, like, a big money suck for me was iTunes.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God, I used to, like, rent movies on it, and that's easily, like, $5 a pop to rent a movie.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was the whole, like, instant gratification thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you rent it, it downloads it, you can watch it for 2 days, or, like, 24 hours or something, I don't remember, and then, you know, it goes away. But, like, go to Redbox.
Redbox is sick.
If you're looking for a certain movie, you can actually get on Redbox, like, on their website, search for movies, what kiosks you have near you, and you can actually reserve it at a certain kiosk.
Can you really?
I
didn't know that.
It does. So that way you know your movie's in there, and no one, and I think it reserves it for like 12 or 24 hours or something like that. You know, so you can go and pick it up, and you know it's going to be there.
Dang.
Yeah.
Netflix is a godsend too.
Or Netflix.
I love Netflix because, I mean, $10 a month, you can't really beat that.
Yeah. You can't. And
for
it's like
unlimited, pretty much unlimited movies.
Yeah, and it's like only $7.99 for just the streaming. And there's so many TV shows and movies, you know, on there.
And they're updating it quicker and quicker.
It is getting better. They're actually last year, I want to say like during the summer, I was really kind of doubting my Netflix subscription. I'm like, I might get rid of it 'cause it wasn't like that good of movies on there. But they've definitely upped their game.
They did. I think they realized there's a lot of competition out there. Supply and demand, man. There's a few different kinds. I can't remember the sites of them now, but there's a few different ones that were challenging Netflix. And Redbox, I know, was a big one, too. Unfortunately, it also meant the demise of a lot of video stores.
Yeah.
The rental places.
That's true. They're kind of a thing of the past.
Yep.
When you see one nowadays, you're like, no way!
It's a video store!
Yeah.
There's one in Geneva still. Family Video.
That's right. There's one
right
in
on that corner.
Trumansburg, too.
They're so far apart. It's like a museum in here.
I know.
It's crazy.
It is funny.
But so yeah, movies.
Yeah.
Matinee, Netflix. Honestly, a good way to help yourself and help your budget. Who really needs cable? Just get
I was just thinking of that too. You really don't need cable anymore.
Internet has it all.
Yeah. And most people DVR things anyways, so you can just
watch it.
What's the
point?
After.
Yeah,
just watch it after.
Yeah.
I really think cable is they're gonna have to up their game, or maybe start
make it cheaper,
and maybe start offering like sort of like a la carte style where you can like pick and choose what you want to watch. 'Cause who wants to pay? Like I hear like astronomical, like ridiculous numbers for cable.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Like over $100 to have 400 channels you don't care about when you watch like 10 or 5.
I don't even watch that. I don't really watch TV.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah. And you know, people like you can just skip through commercials and yeah.
Don't need it. Cable.
No. But say just have internet. You're fine.
Internet is cool because then you know what I do? If I have a movie playing on my computer, you can hook it up to your TV, too.
Exactly. You know, hook it up with an HDMI cable.
And extend it into from the computer into the TV.
There you go.
And you don't even have to worry about it. I don't need a cable.
Yeah.
I can do what I want.
Yeah, and a lot of, like, the Wii and, like, Blu-ray disc players, like, you can get Netflix on it, and you can, like, even go on YouTube on your, like, on your TV. You know, so...
Yeah. My Xbox, you can do all that stuff.
Yeah. I think most gaming consoles nowadays can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say about going out? If you want to get out of the house, there's free things that you can do.
Yeah.
Like going to the park for a walk.
It is granted a little harder in the winter.
Little's not even the word. It is a lot more difficult.
It is harder in the winter to find free entertainment around here.
Yes.
But it's definitely doable.
You can make it happen. Have family game night. I love those. I love game nights. I love board games. You know, give me Monopoly, give me Sorry, give me Risk, give me Cribbage. I love Cribbage. Do you love Cribbage?
I've never played Cribbage.
So fun.
I have no idea.
Me and my friends have competitive Cribbage games.
Do you?
Very competitive.
Nice.
It's like elimination style.
Oh my gosh.
Cribbage is awesome. Well, we did in college when we were all together. It hasn't happened as much lately.
Yeah.
Since one of us lives in North Carolina, one of us lives in Staten Island.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
But, I mean, stuff like that, it's the little things. Have a movie night at home. Have a game night at home. Card night.
Take a bubble bath.
Ooh, bubble
you
bath?
know, like this time of year, like taking like a fancy like hydrating
Candles,
like bubble bath, like
lit everywhere,
like a little spa
nice
night.
music.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
glass
yeah.
of wine.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It does the body good.
I feel like the little things are what's going to go a longer way. And you're going to feel better, too, because I don't know about you, but if I know when I'm on that I'm on a budget, and I go and I spend X amount of dollars, regardless if it's like toilet paper, whatever, I'm like, oh, I feel really shitty right now about this.
Yeah.
Can't believe I had to spend all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I try to have what I call $0 days where you don't spend
a penny.
any money.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love those days.
Yeah.
It makes you feel so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And, you know, obviously, like, there's, like, days you have to pay your bills. You have to, you know. But I think it's kind of fun to try to, like, challenge yourself like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think bills count. I don't count bills on $0 days. Because bills are due when bills are due.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, sometimes I fall into the trap, though, of, I didn't spend anything yesterday, so I could totally, like,
buy
that. I am so
psych yourself out
bad with that when it comes to food and, like, dieting or, like, trying to eat healthy or whatever. I'm like, I've been doing so good. I can totally afford, or, you know, I can totally do that, buy that, eat that.
Naughty thing that's not really
It's
good
bad.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I do the same thing. Dang it, I had something.
Maybe it'll come back.
Yeah, it'll come back. It's gonna frustrate.
Yeah, but you know what? One of the things I love to do is take hikes around here when it's nice out.
Naples has the best places to hike.
There's so
gorgeous.
many good, so many, and there's like waterfalls and gorges, and you know, just so many things in this area.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that you have to hike to that you would never be able to see otherwise.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. And even like in the Adirondacks and like the southern tier, like there's a lot of really beautiful hiking trails in New York. Granted, that's more of a... I mean, I guess you could go when it's cold, but it might be a little more dangerous and just not as fun.
Yeah, because you like to play in the water. I like playing in the water.
Yeah.
I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
I know what you mean. Like at Watkins Glen, you're like, oh, that looks like a water, like a you know, like nature's water slide, but you don't want, because you'll probably die if you go down it. You don't want to do that, but, you know, it's pretty fun. Anyways, digress.
I really had it. I did. I had something good, too. Awkward silence. I got this. I know I got this. It's such a good one.
Yeah. Well, something I like to do when I'm kind of bored and don't really, like, want to get out of the house and don't really know what else to do, I like to go, like, take photographs of things.
Oh, fun, because it's your hobby.
Yeah, it's my hobby. Like, I really enjoy taking, and it kind of, like, forces you to, like, see things that you might see every single day in a totally different way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It gives you a new perspective on things, and it's fun to do.
And free.
Exactly, and free. Presuming you already have, like, a camera. You can even use your cell phone. Yeah. Most, like, smartphones have really good cameras on them nowadays.
Mine's running. I go running.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's totally free.
Yep.
You know, I find exercise, maybe we could talk about exercise a little bit. It can be one of those things where it can be absolutely free, Or you can make it super expensive.
Super expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I'm on two different sides of the spectrum with Marty in this. I pay 1 month. I pay every month for the gym. That's it. That's the only exercise thing that I pay for.
Yeah.
$30 a month, which I think is a good investment.
Yeah.
Because it's into my health. Like, he'll get, like, the protein shakes and the different...
Yeah, supplements and
the things the men do.
Yeah.
And that adds up.
It does. Protein is so expensive. Oh my god.
That is the most expensive habit
ever. It is.
And speaking of habits, like your hobbies, like golfing is so expensive in the wintertime. Snowboarding is crazy expensive. It's just knowing when and where to do things.
Yeah.
It's crazy expensive.
Yeah. So if you want to do things like that, though, you should always look for deals. Look on Groupon. Groupon or Living Social. Great websites. I, 2 summers ago, went whitewater rafting.
Yeah, you told me. I remember that.
Yeah, and it was so much fun, and it was a Groupon. It was basically 2 for 1 is what the deal was. And you had, you went down the river, and you did all that cool stuff. And you had a meal at the end and everything.
Really?
Yeah, like they fed you. I mean, you had to pay extra if you wanted to buy the photographs you take of yourself. But my boyfriend and I, we split the cost, so it was $20 each for the photographs. You know, how often do you go whitewater rafting? I feel like that's...
Agreed.
You know. But, so yeah, look at Groupon for, because you can, choose and pick what different categories or things you're interested in, and they'll send you emails when things that fall under that come up. So, and sometimes you can find some really good deals.
I like
on activities.
I've used Groupon before.
Yeah.
I'm getting so mad at myself for not remembering exactly what I was going to say. So good.
What were we talking about? Maybe if we go back to it, it'll bring it up. Sometimes I do that. I'll walk into a room and say someone, my boss is on the phone and I need to tell him something, and then he gets off and I'm I can't remember what I was going to tell you. I have to literally walk out of the room.
Yep.
And then I'll instantly remember.
I'll do that. I do that every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So yeah, or even I know every single ski resort gives pretty much students a discount on
Bristol
certain
took
days.
that away. Did you know that?
No, okay, maybe not every single ski resort. Really?
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
That's lame. Well, I'm pretty sure Greek Peak, they did last year anyways. I don't know about this year. I know Greek Peak does. You get a discount on rentals, or even if it's your first time, there's a lot of really good deals.
First time.
For learn and ride or learn and ski programs, or certain nights they might have half off lift tickets or whatever.
Yeah.
You just got to do research.
Don't just go out on a whim.
Yeah, I think the big if there's one thing we can impart on people is to do some research and plan.
Yes.
Oftentimes when things are decided at the last minute, you're going to pay the most.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, if you really think about it, you want to do something on a whim, you don't really have the option of planning ahead and looking for the best deal or whatever.
No last minute. It's got to be something looking for coupons, planning out.
Yeah,
planning.
Or
I like that.
Looking at different places that might have the same service. I think we're good on entertainment.
Yes.
Okay. I want to go back to retail shopping.
Yes.
I have some good tips for that. I hate buying clothes. I love to shop.
So do I.
But I hate buying full price for something. Hate it. I won't do it because I worked at a really popular, I'll just say, I worked at J. Crew back in college. It was a bunch of years ago. Mm-hmm. And, we would get something in, a jacket or whatever, that was so gorgeous. And I'm I don't want to pay full price for this. If you're in a store or online or something, wait 2 weeks. Because I guarantee you it'll probably go on sale.
In 2 weeks, really?
Usually, yeah. Usually, if something... granted, you might run the risk of it...
Not being your
not
size.
Being there. Yeah, but usually it still is, because, these places, stock a lot of things like that. Mm-hmm. Wait 2 weeks, it'll go on sale. No fail.
Whew. I'm going to have to try that.
You know, or you'll get a coupon code or something like that, or you get a, you know, whatever.
It's like that immediate gratification that you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, you want it now, I got to have it now. Kind of a feeling. I remember what I was going to say.
All right, nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We can go back to shopping after.
Okay.
But, well, this kind of actually has to do with shopping.
Okay.
Holidays. Next week is Valentine's Day.
Yep.
My suggestion was, let's have a movie night at home. We'll make
Yeah.
dinner together. It's like it's us together.
Be all sensual with it.
Yeah, we will. But his gift, like, I'm gonna get him a card, and I think I'm gonna do something else that's small for him. But I'm making him something.
Aw.
I'm making.
That's...
Well, oh well. I'm making like this little. I got like a mason jar. And I decorated it. I can show you a picture of it, actually.
And people love homemade gifts.
And I think there's so
Love
much
homemade gifts.
They have like
cards.
so much more thought into them. You're like, oh, I really put in thought into this, and this is what I did.
Aww.
Now it's a mason jar that like
cute.
has. I'm gonna cut up. I haven't done them all because I was working on it before I came here. But it's a mason jar, and I decorated it all, and like, it literally has little words on it and everything. And I cut out hearts and reasons why I love you. So the one time that you're in a bad mood and I'm not there, or, you know, you want to do something. And I'm also going to put like little coupons, you know, those little coupons, like, here's for a massage, here's for a date night, here's for this. Every time you just pull one out. And,
that's super cute.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a corny girl thing, but I'm doing it anyway.
No, he'll love it. I know for our 2-year anniversary back in May, I made this like picture thing, and it had like his name, and it said, how do I love thee, let me count the ways. And I wrote on it like all these different reasons, like what I loved about him and stuff. And it literally just cost the price of the frame. You know what I mean? So like,
literally it was like $1 for each little item.
And you can go to like the dollar store and get that stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You
Love me some dollar store.
You don't have to go to Michael's. Actually, the dollar store, you can get some good seasonal decorations
Oh,
there.
I love the decorations at the dollar store.
You can fill your cart up and not feel guilty about it.
You know, also another thing is that people don't really give full credit to is like secondhand shops, like Salvo.
It's true. You can get some good stuff there.
Good deals. I'm not a big fan. Like, I'll go there for like a Halloween costume.
Yeah.
For clothing, because they don't really have anything that's my style usually.
Yeah. Well, some areas are better than others too.
True.
Like, if you're in like high end, like fancy, like,
you can get some good deals.
Yeah, neighborhood, like where my sister lives in Connecticut, you can get some nice like designer stuff.
Yep.
I'm talking.
You told me that. I remember that.
I'm talking like Louis, like real Louis Vuitton, like Chanel. Like, you can get some good stuff for cheap. But
yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, thinking about moving in, I need to get like a shelving unit. I know I'm going to be able to find one that I can use, and like, I don't need brand new every time. It doesn't. You like think about like the cool little projects that you get to do, and that's another thing that can help you budget money and still have something to do is refurnishing an old piece of furniture.
Yeah, like look at the bones of it, so to speak. Like,
and
don't
what
look at
it
the
could
color.
be.
Yeah, look at the shape of it. Like,
look at the design,
the structure.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can change the color and the finish.
Easy.
Yeah,
and it's something that you guys can do together. I know he's going to make me something for our house that.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let's do this. Well, we don't really have. Well, we can build it for a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Something that I went online and looking around, the cheapest one you could find is like $200-$300, and you're like, oh my god, it's like 4 pieces of wood thrown together. What is it? It cost this much for?
Exactly. Like, this isn't even real wood. It's like sawdust, like glued together. Yeah, what is this?
What is this? And I have to assemble it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. But to get back before we run out of time, to get back to the retail shopping, I have to tell you about this app. It's actually a website, but they have an app, and it will change your life. I'm not even exaggerating. It's called Retail Me Not. It is the best app for shopping because what it does is Tiffany's looking it up. What it does is you can search for stores, even websites that don't have like a physical store. It's just an online store. You search for it, and they have online coupons and they have in-store coupons that you can literally, like Bath and Body Works, they have tons of coupons all the time.
Really?
You can literally walk into the store, like I'll pull it up on mine right now. You can literally like walk into the store, bring up the okay, let's see, and you can like save like your favorite stores on here for easy access. Their in-store offers.
Cool. Okay. Retail me not.
Do they not do it anymore?
Uh-oh. Are you false advertising
Might
me,
be
Amanda?
making a liar out of me, but I've definitely used the in-store one beforehand. Let's try Forever 21. What's going on here?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if the internet's working.
Oh, that's true. That might be it. But anyways,
mine's not.
And you can literally bring the coupon up on your phone, and just they use it right there. They have to honor it. So, you know, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I didn't print that email off. They sent me, you know, for this whatever.
I do that all the time.
You know, you don't have to worry about that. And you can, it's such a great website because they'll have coupon codes on there too that you may not know about. Mm-hmm. And they'll also show, which I think is really cool, like for each like store or website, they'll be like the average like savings for this is like whatever amount.
Cool.
So it's such a good website. And a lot of times you'll get like free shipping on things. Like I swear by it. I swear to God, I don't shop without it, without checking it first.
Do you want to hear my app?
What's that?
That I swear by? My Wegmans app.
Wait, I knew they have an app, but I haven't really like checked it out.
If you were talking about planning being where it's at,
yeah,
the Wegmans app is where it's at.
Grocery lists and stuff on it,
Literally,
right?
you can plan out your meal, okay? And then your salt on the store. So what you do is you can go on there. There's different sections. You can like look up a recipe, and so I want this for Monday. I want this for Tuesday. I want this for, and you can click each recipe for each day of the week. It'll put it into your grocery list.
That's awesome.
You go to your grocery list.
Oh my God.
Like each item, and you don't have to get each item. Because say you have like the little seasonings that you need for it. It'll put those in there because you need them, but you can just exit out, and then it'll give you literally a subtotal and a
oh my God, I need
guesstimate quote.
I need to start using that
on your total. It goes one step further, and so that you know exactly where you're going and when you're going.
That's true. Tell you what aisle
it's in and where to find each item.
I need to use this.
I love.
Oh my God,
this
that's
app
awesome
because it gives you dinner ideas. Duh,
that's
genius.
So
Because
cool.
I'm always like, oh my God, what am I gonna do for dinner?
Yeah,
what am I gonna make for dinner? You go there, you search it, and it'll give you. You can either search certain things, or you can see what the favorite is for right now, and it'll show you what people are buying and making. It'll take easy dinners, 3 ingredient dinners. You know, like different things like that. It has different categories. It's amazing.
I'm excited about this. I want to use it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it makes your list for you, and then you have it on your phone with you at the store. However, I do like my my scratch offs when I'm going to the store.
Yeah, there is a bit of a satisfaction. That's freaking awesome. I have one more tip.
Okay.
I read, I think it was in a magazine, that unless a piece of clothing or whatever, or retail item, whatever it may be, for it to actually be on sale, it needs to be marked down 30% or more, because stores
will mark it up.
Yeah, the way they figure their prices out is if it's less. So say you get 10% off or 20 or even 25% off. They plan for that, so to speak. Like they build
it's incorporated into the price,
into the cost. Like they are still getting a profit by you buying something at 25% off.
Bastards.
Most places. So if it's 30% or more, you actually have a savings. You're actually getting a good deal.
But if it's 30% or less, they are still taking you for all you're worth.
Yeah, well, 30% sort of like if it's 30%, you're good. But if it's like 25 or 29 or below, you're really not getting that good of a deal.
So you wait the 2 weeks like we were talking about.
Well, yeah, there you go. You know, yeah. So, and also, we kind of touched on it a little before with the coupons. Don't buy something just because it's on sale.
Yeah.
You know? You're like, oh, this is such a good deal. I have to get this shirt. But you have to, like, take a step back and be like, all right, would I actually really like this?
Put it into real life.
Yeah, if it wasn't on sale, would I be this attracted to this item?
Mm-hmm. You really have to think about it.
Question. Yeah. I feel like I have so much more I could talk about.
I feel like I do, too. There's so much to go into this, into saving, and there's so many avenues you can take.
Yeah.
Well, there's always next time. Next week, Tuesday, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
No, 6.
6. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Tell you all the wrong things.
On that note.